What's going on YouTube? This is Kenny Low back, excuse me, with my Pokemon review of X, Y, and Z. The episode 2, and it was called Mega Audino versus Giga Meowth. Now, I know you guys, I'm accompanied by some friends today, but it's just a setup just to give you guys a little glimpse of how my channel, how I'm going to start doing my reviews starting next year. I'm gonna have some, some Pokemons and some, some stuff to show you guys of my collection and stuff that I have. So this just a little bit, but I'm gonna show you guys more. But let's get into the review. Okay, the review starts off with Satoshi. Like I told you guys last week, I will put down the English names in the description along with the Japanese names. So I'm gonna continue to use the Japanese names. So Satoshi, Serena-Eureka, and Citron, they were all walking towards. They was in this little woody area, and they are on their way to Snowbell City. However, they hear a noise. They hear a lady screaming. So they run over to the cliff, and they find a lady sitting. Her foot is stuck in the ground. So Satoshi and Pikachu jumps down to try to help her. Pikachu was trying to help. He tried to help, but he wasn't that strong, guys. He was he's strong in battle, but not trying to help the lady. But Serena, Eureka, and Citron, they came down as well. And Satoshi asked him, "Don't you have anything in your bag to help us?" Because her foot was wedged in between a fissure in the ground. So Citron went in and got something to pry the hole open a little more. So they got her leg out. And as they were, there goes my prop right there. But anyway, I'm not gonna let that stop me. But anyway, so if it falls again, guys, I'm just gonna let it fall. Well, we'll just let him fall, so we ain't gonna bother him today. But anyway, so as they save her, they start introducing themselves. And the funniest thing about the introduction is when they started talking to when they introduced themselves, and when they introduced themselves. Eureka had the funniest introduction because she had Dedenne and Puni-chan to, she had to introduce them both. But Puni-chan, when after Dedenne had introduced itself, Puni-chan was like, it was funny, guys. It was funny. But so as they got back up the cliff. The lady reveals herself as Nurse Joy. So they were asking Nurse Joy what was she doing out there. So she was telling them that she was looking, that she heard there was Omega Stones that were out there in the area she was in. So she was looking for it. So she asked them. Did they need to ride back to the Pokemon Center? So yeah, they took the ride and they went back with her. So come to find out, when they get to the Pokemon Center, there's this little boy standing outside. He was outside waiting for the nurse. He was just feel like he was just an extra for the show, but he actually helps out because when they get inside the Pokemon Center, Nurse Joy couldn't get into the operating room. So what happens is, we come to find out, Audino locks her out. Audino locks her out of the room, and she doesn't know why. But Audino was pretty upset, and we'll get into that in a minute. But so the guy, he runs up and tells them that to come into the back. So Audino is back there. So they all go in. They leave out and go outside. And the little boy showed them where the window is. So they all climb through the window, and they start. They trying to see what's going on. Come to find out, Audino was healing a Zigzagoon. So the Zigzagoon was, looked like it was sick or whatever. But Soon as the guys opened the door, the Zigzagoon ran out. And Audino's looking like, what are you guys doing here? Because Audino thought she was the only one in the Pokemon Center. So they was trying to get Audino to open the door because this guy comes in with a Makuhita, and his Makuhita was sick. So, and there's one person I forgot to mention to you guys, but he's coming up right now, which is Professor Sycamore. So Sycamore actually sees the guy, brings his Makuhita in. So Nurse Joy is trying to get Audino to open the door, so the others plead with her to open the door. So Audino was thinking, should I open it or should I not? So that's what she was. And the guys were looking like, come on, we got to help the Pokemon. So on the other side of the door, Professor Sycamore actually goes over to Nurse Joy's things to her suitcase, and he finds the Audino Knight. So he takes it, and he takes the Megastone and puts it in his pocket for safekeeping. So as Audino opens the door, they take the Makuhita into surgery. Once they got it to surgery, you give or take about 5 or 10 minutes, because he was really in bad shape. So give or take 5 or 10 minutes, he was healed. So he comes out and tackles his trainer, and he thanks everybody, and so the guy in Makuhita leaves. So so Professor Sycamore was trying to understand what the situation was. Come to find out, Audino's upset with Nurse Joy for leaving every chance she got, leaving the Pokemon Center, leaving her in charge because she wants to go hunt down Megastones. So when so these two are in the back arguing, a Pokemon and a human arguing. That's probably where frustration comes in. So these two are in the back arguing, and so the game comes around and see these two arguing, and Professor Sycamore starts to tell the game that Audino can Mega Evolve. So everybody's like, Mega Evolve Audino? So yeah, Audino can Mega Evolve. So he shows them the Audino Knight, and he actually takes out the Megastone Synchronizer. So he takes he takes the Audino Knight plus his Keystone and synchronizes them. So, but Nurse Joy pulls out the book of Megastones and Mega Evolution, and was my Japanese is good, but it's not excellent. But I'm thinking she was telling the game that they had to that she was researching the types of Mega Evolution of the Pokemon, knowing that all of them don't Mega Evolve. But she knew that Audino could Mega Evolve, so she was looking for the Audino Knight. So after that, guess who's lurking around the Pokemon Center? None other than Team Rocket. This will not be a show without these fools. These fools, they were really funny in this. So they overhear the conversation about Mega Evolution and the Megastone. So I'm gonna use their American names because their Japanese names are kind of hard for me to pronounce. Well, James' Japanese name is not that hard. It's Jessie's. Her name is kind of hard, but those two, they were sitting out there, and Meowth was saying that while they're distracted, they can take all the Pokemon and plus take the Megastone. So the Pokemon Center is under attack by these hooligans. I'm not even going to call them criminals, just hooligans, because they don't do anything but cause trouble. So once they start stealing the Pokemon, the Pokeballs, they actually go. So the team and Professor Sycamore and Nurse Joy, they all go out to find out what's going on. So Team Rocket does their intro as usual, and it's actually an upgraded. I forgot to mention that to you guys last week, that it's an upgraded intro. So it's not the same one that they was doing in X and Y. So at the end of their intro, Giga Meowth, which was the machine, was vacuuming out all the Pokeballs. It was a fun scene. So Giga Meowth turns around and captures Pikachu and Satoshi. So he gets captured. So the game runs over to try to help him, but couldn't. So Audino took out the Audino Knight. I forgot to tell y'all, Professor Sycamore gave Audino the Audino Knight before they ran out of the Poke Center. But he gave her the so Audino takes out the Mega Stone, and he throws his Keystone to Nurse Joy to Mega Evolve Audino. So Audino becomes normal fairy, which Mega Audino is my favorite Pokemon. Audino is my favorite Pokemon of all the 5th generation. And I know Audino gets a lot of slack, but in this is why Audino is a monster. I mean, when Audino Mega Evolved, it broke off Giga Meowth's arm. I mean, it was thrashing it. It was... I couldn't remember all the moves. All the moveset that Audino had, but the moveset was awesome. But the last move, I think that Audino used was aromatherapy, which aromatherapy did was made Team Rocket suit. They made it. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that terminology because I want to keep this PG. However, psychedelic. That's what I was looking for. The aromatherapy made them psychedelic. So it kind of made like the budget was poor. The budget was kind of poor with with Jesse, James, and Meowth, how they were looking. So Pikachu does a really good Thunderbolt and blast them off once more. So at the end of this, Professor Nurse Joy gives Professor Sycamore back his Keystone, but Audino has the Audino Knight, so Audino will be able to Mega Evolve again. So at the end of this, Professor Sycamore heads back to Lumio City, and the game continue on off to the next to their next destination, which is Snowbell City. So let me give you my overall view of the show. It was really good. I like it. It wasn't an action packed, show. It was more of I'll say 10% filler, but but I forgot to mention that Professor Sycamore did get some of Puni-chan's DNA. So that was a plot point for X and Y because he's trying to figure out what Puni-chan is. So overall, I give it a 4 out of 5. So it was still a decent episode. I like it because of Audino, and we get to see Mega Audino. So this whole X, Y, and Z will be focusing on Mega Evolutions and the plot points of Zygarde. So we're not even close to finding Zygarde yet, but however, there's some things I know on Cerebi that everybody's been seeing the blue Zygarde core, so that hasn't come up yet. But as of now, the show is getting good. The next week episode will be X, Y, and Z. It will be Litleo versus Pyroar. I can't remember the actual title, but it will be showing those two. So it will be Pokemon XYZ episode 4. So that will be up next Thursday, like it is today. And everything else I will do for you guys, I will have a battle up because tonight is the first round of the tournament of the Squeamish Squishy. I think that's the name of the tournament that battle spot going on. I will have a couple of battles up for you guys on that, so look for that. And other than that, I will see you guys next Thursday. And to end this off, I hope all of you will have a great weekend and look for me on next Thursday for another Pokemon episode. See you guys later.